Disclaimer, I'm not stereotyping any kind of religion or community or any individual. This is my thoughts on my experiences only. Everyone has a right to their own opinion, and everyone has their very own story, and this is mine, and the lessons I learned as an older woman looking back on my younger years.
If you don't mind this really informal video, I'm just going to go out here and work, and I'm sharing with you some of my thoughts today. Please excuse my appearance. I'm out working and I probably have messed up makeup and mud on my face and all of that good stuff. But I'm going to share with you today some of my thoughts. Over the years of my videos, I praised being conservative, I praised my Mennonite values, I praised all of these things, but there is a downfall to being a Mennonite, to being real ultra conservative. There was a downfall, and that was when I was first married, I didn't have my voice. Now, a lot of it was because of me, it wasn't the fault of the labels that I'm giving myself. It was just simply, I didn't have a voice. I don't think I ever had a voice until I started making YouTube videos and I became more confident in myself and sharing my thoughts. Not every one of my thoughts that I share on YouTube people agree with. In fact, I've ruffled a lot of feathers in my videos. When I first started making my YouTube videos, I did a lot of reaction videos, and that was because I think for the first time I found my voice. In finding your voice, though, you need to have common sense and you need to have some self-control. You can't all of a sudden just say whatever you think and think whatever you say. You have to weigh your words wisely. Many times in my videos, I will pause and go like this and like that. And people thought I was scripted. Well, no, I'm trying to weigh my words really wisely. I don't want to just get on the camera and just start talking and saying whatever I'm thinking. I want to be relatable and I want people to understand my thoughts, and I try to explain myself in that way. But I didn't have a voice, and a lot of that was my upbringing, but a lot of it was my confidence. I wasn't grown up to be a confident woman. I wasn't grown up to be a woman that gave her voice on things. It wasn't done in my home. And when I got married at 17, I took that with me. And so my children were my world, and I was confident with my children. But when it came to making suggestions or talking about my life or getting involved in people's conversations, I kind of slithered away into the corner and just stayed to myself. I know it's hard to believe because I am a very outgoing person, but I found myself for many years not saying anything and feeling like if I did say something, I was out of line or out of place. I was always real boisterous as far as my personality. I lived large, and I really kept that to myself, a lot of it. I didn't embrace myself. I didn't embrace the difference that I have. And I think now as an older woman, I look back on the youngerness of me and I think, wow, I could have really made a difference in my own life if I would have been more vocal, if I would have been more self-assured, if I would have had my voice. So these are lessons that I learned. And being conservative, the woman's place was in the home, and in the ultra conservative, it would have been the woman would have been quiet, don't say anything, don't speak your opinion, you don't have a value in that. And that was wrong, because I think that women should be able to speak their opinion, and I think women should be able to show their strength, and I think that women should be able to say some things when they want to say them. Now, I am a traditionalist, and so I believe that the woman's place is under the husband. And I do believe that women should be meek, and I think they should be very kind and loving, not gossipy, not them kind of women that, mouth off everything. I don't believe in that. I'm talking about a boundary, a line where you're not a rug or a doormat for somebody, but yet you're not one of them kind of women. Well, we all know what them kind of women are. The kind of women that no matter what they think or say, they are right, and no matter what they do, it doesn't matter because they are perfect. They don't have anything that looks bad, or they don't ever do this, or they don't ever do that, which they're probably the guiltiest of them all. And so I think about this, about having our voice. And Jesus loved the women. He really praised women in a time when women really didn't matter much in society. And a lot of the stories you hear about Jesus was helping women and showing women respect and kindness and a gentle spirit. And so, yeah, getting my voice back. And now I gotta work. I'm really happy. I found 2 more of these windows. These are gonna go down into my new raised garden bed. Well, it's not necessarily raised. I'm planting some beets in it so the deer don't eat it. Okay, I'll meet you down the garden. We're supposed to have a meek and quiet spirit, but we also are supposed to be able to share our lives with people. You know, that's the confusion there. I think that is our downfall, because as women we're taught to have a meek and quiet spirit, but yet we need to share our emotions with people, and we need to share all the emotions, but we can do it in a way that's healthy. You know, anger and being upset over something, you know, those are things that we all deal with, but we need to share them in a way that's positive and it's reassuring. I know that sounds like a tongue twister. Well, how can you share positivity even when you're not feeling it and you're angry? I think when you bottle things up inside is when you end up really destroying your life. You need to share it and have someone that you can share things with in a positive way. Sharing all of your emotions can make you a better person. So what would I tell my younger self right now? I would tell my younger self that it's okay to be different. It's okay to voice your opinions if your opinions are different than what everyone else's is. I would tell myself it's okay. It's okay to speak your mind, to share your voice, even if your voice is different than what other people are saying or doing. I've learned a lot. And I think maybe some of that is just age. But I think YouTube has taught me more than anything about sharing your life with people, even if it's different than what other people are doing, even if your thoughts are different. They're yours, and you can embrace your thoughts, you can embrace your differences, and you can become better because of it. I am working out here. It is quiet and it's beautiful, and there's not a cloud in the sky. And I'm getting my work done. And so I hope I encouraged you today that maybe you're feeling inadequate, or you're feeling like you don't really matter, and you're feeling like your thoughts are your own and nobody else understands you. Just know, embrace them. You know, that's what makes us different. And there is a fine line between being meek and being quiet, and then the fine line of being to the point where you can't even show your identity and you can't even be yourself. I think the Lord wants us to show our identity and show our differences. I think the Lord also wants us to be meek and quiet. But there's a time for everything, and the Bible says there's a season for everything. So if you talk different, if you look different, if you think different than other people, embrace that. That's what makes you you. If everybody was the same in life, well, what for boring world that would be. And now when I look on it and I think of myself as I can't say my words properly, and I have a somewhat of a lisp, or somewhat of my speech slurred, that's okay, because that's what makes me who I am, and I embrace that. And even if you have issues in your life, you know, anxiety, you can turn that into making it what you are. You're not a victim of it, but it helps make you stronger. And so I am a survivalist in many ways, not just in the world way, but in the spiritual way. I'm a survivalist. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of things in my 52 years. Some of them I've never shared on YouTube, while a lot of them I have shared. And that has made me who I am today. I'm not a victim. I'm victorious. And I hope you are too. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. You know, in the Bible it says we are to be the salt of the earth. Did you know that salt is a flavoring? All of us are salts of the earth if we show kindness and love to our fellow man. You know, I love that, being the salt of the earth. Make people want to know what you have that they don't. Show happiness and kindness in the world where there's so much drama and strife. Be your own salt of the earth. And don't forget, enjoy the things that you enjoy in life, whatever they may be. For me, it's being outside.